An artist on Spotify would need 336,842 streams in a month to make $1,400, which would barely put them above the US poverty line. To live a working class salary of $36,000 a year, an artist would need to pull in approximately 1 million streams on Spotify monthly. How much money the three major labels are making right now? Wanna guess? It's more than that. They're making 1 million per hour from streaming. And how much are the artists making? Let's take a look at it. Hello everyone, welcome back to MixbusTv. Hope you're having a great day. Before we start, check the info box down below for my mixing courses on ProMix Academy, free plugins, special discounts and offers. And if our videos are helping you, you want to support the channel, click the join button, see all the perks of becoming a MixbusTv member, access exclusive content like exclusive post pictures, live chats, live stream, and also download Pro Tools sessions and files and mix consultations with me via email or Skype. But let's get to the video. It's happened. The three major labels are now generating over 1 million every hour from streaming. From an article taken from musicbusinessworldwide.com that I will link down below, we read that according to the new Music Business Worldwide analysis of official fiscal numbers, the recorded music divisions of Universal Music Group, Sony Music Group, and Warner Music Group jointly generated 22.9 million on average every 24 hours in 2019. Doing a little math, at approximately $953,000, that's just under 1 million every hour between the big three major labels. Continuing from the article, and if we just look specifically at the last quarter of 2019, the 3 months to end of December, we hit the big one. According to Music Business Worldwide's number crunching of corporately reported recorded music numbers, Universal's artists and labels generated 1.02 billion from streaming in calendar Q4, so the last quarter of 2019. Sony generated 669 million and Warner generated 589 millions. In total, that means that the majors' recorded music division collectively turned over 2.26 billion from streaming in the fourth calendar quarter, which equates to 24.8 millions per day, 1.03 million every single hour. Quite a change from the Napster era, yet there are also tough questions now creeping into view that the big three must figure out. For example, continuing from the article, in calendar 2019, according to the publicly filed fiscal results from Vivendi, Universal, Sony Corp, and Warner Music Group, Universal, Sony, and Warner collective recorded music divisions saw their joint annual streaming revenues rise by 1.43 millions versus 2018. However, in the prior year, 2018, compared to 2017, the streaming revenue grew by a significant larger figure, 1.62 billion. That indicates that despite the massive increase, it's slowly going down. We can take a look at a graphic here that shows major record company year streaming revenues in millions, of course, from 2016 to 2019, and we see the growth is exponential. Universal biggest selling artists in 2019 included Billie Eilish, Post Malone, and Taylor Swift. Now let's take a look at how much the artists make from streaming. This article covers pretty much the same subject, is from liveforlivemusic.com, and again it says that combined the big three labels made 1.03 million an hour, and even with streaming as a whole seeing a decline in growth compared to the past few years, ranking in a combined 1.4 billion worldwide and accounting for nearly 80% of all music revenue. Streaming is 80% of all music revenue. I think personally this is a bit high because merchandise right now, it's a big part of record label revenue. But let's stick with the article. Essentially, while less people started streaming in 2019, more people finally broke down and began paying for it. While the major record labels are ranking in the cash, however, the problem still remains of how to properly compensate small independent artists who aren't signed to major contracts. Artists on Apple Music make approximately 0.012 per stream, while artists on Spotify earn roughly $0.003 per play. Those numbers are infinitesimal and discouraging, says the article, especially considering how much the major labels are pulling in every hour. But it's important to note the difference between the two payouts between Apple Music and Spotify. While both are extremely small payouts, artists still make 4 times more on Apple Music than on Spotify. 0.012 against 0.003 on Spotify. Zoe Katting, an independent artist quoted in the Business Insider piece, she said, "These companies are taking power away from the listeners because listeners don't have a say where their money goes. If you only listen to me," Zoe said, "I should get all the percentage of the money you spend on my music." And that's very true, and that's not the case. To conclude this analysis, we take another couple of charts from the nextweb.com, and we see US music industry revenues in 2019. Source is RIA, is streaming is 80% of the revenue. Then we have 2% sync, physical copies 10%, and digital downloads is 8%. Of course, this tells us that people don't buy the downloads anymore, they just subscribe to streaming services. This is interesting. Vinyl comes into play. While digital and customized radio services like Sirius FM also took a hit, decreasing 4% year over year to 1.16 billion, still nothing to complain. People are buying vinyl though, a market 19% bigger than in 2018, almost 20%. Even though vinyl brought in 504 million in 2019, those sales made up just 4.5% of total sales. So this is a picture of how the music business is doing right now for the 3 major labels, Universal, Sony, and Warner. What massive difference there is between the amount of money that the companies, the labels are taking in versus what the artists are paid. This was no news, but to put these numbers in perspective, while the major labels make 1 million per hour, an artist on Spotify would need 336,842 streams in a month to make $1,400, which would barely put them above the US poverty line. To live a working class salary of $36,000 a year, an artist would need to pull in approximately 1 million streams on Spotify monthly. So this definitely will give you a perspective. So this wanted to be an informative video, give people who weren't aware perspective with updated numbers and the news of the 1 million per hour from streaming by the big 3. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment down below. Of course, let me know your experience. I'm pretty sure many of you have their music streaming on all the platforms. Many of you are independent artists. Some of you are signed. So share with the community here your experience, your thoughts. Where do you think this will go? If you think there's going to be a better and more fair way to share the revenues between the labels and the artist, what alternatives there could be at this moment and what could change. Leave all of this in the comments down below. Let me know if you like these kind of videos, and we'll keep digging into the music industry and stuff like this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the info box down below before you go. Support MixbusTv. We have t-shirts, we have a bunch of like pillows and other stuff. I don't even know what. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.